When you roll into cosmetology school, of course you're going to learn the basics and everything that you need to know to pass state board. There are certain things that school can't prepare you for until it's in your face and you have to deal with it. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 things that I wish that I knew before I signed up for this career. Welcome to the Grit and Glamour podcast. My name is Victoria, and this is the podcast where I help stylists of all alike, you ambitious, smart, brave thing, you build the dream career that you want. Let's get started. When you're blessed enough, sometimes you'll get an instructor that may drop little gems about what typically goes on behind the chair or in this industry in general that you can kind of keep in your back pocket, and they appear when they need to, right? Which is fine. But here are just 10 things that I wish that my future self could have told my younger self before I got started. So here's number one. Number one is that making mistakes is going to be a part of the process, but it's how you rebound that makes the difference. And what I mean by that is in the beginning of my career, of course I made mistakes. The only way out is through in this industry. But it was the way that I would handle certain clients after I'd make said mistake. Sometimes I would be defensive. Sometimes I didn't want to, own up to it, or I would put up a wall, and that's not how you handle it. I've also seen other co-workers throughout my years too that make a mistake and then they will run from the mistake or things like that. If you are very transparent and say, hey, I made a mistake, these are the options, right? Give them options on what they want to do, because the thing is, if you give the client too much control, it's going to go bad. You still need to stay composed. Remember that you are the professional and get through. But give them options, right? Say like, oh, well, the toner didn't, necessarily go for what we're looking for. I can, if you have time today, I can retone you. If not, you can come in. Whatever options are available to you, whether you're, solo or you're in a salon, whatever options, that are set in place, offer those, okay? Number two is that you are going to be your own worst critic. And I think that, when I started, we still were in like the crossing phase of having like a physical portfolio, printed out pictures versus like the start of like Instagram and all those kinds of things. And I think that in our current reality, it is so easy for stylists and just beauty industry professionals in general to get so discouraged because you are being super vulnerable by putting your work out there. But here's the thing, you know how you operate. Okay, so when you put things out and you post and people are critiquing you, don't even listen to that. It's literally off water off your back, because guess what? People who are trying to drag you down are already below you. The hate will more than likely never come from somebody that sees what you're trying to do, or they respect your value, or they respect what you are trying to do. So don't worry about other people and what they have to say. Don't worry about their critiques, because you are going to, we are artists, okay? And we are very sensitive about our work. I know sometimes I am. I'll go back and I'll look at a video or I'll look at a post and I'm like, damn, that just needed one little pump of hairspray, or damn, I see that little hair sticking up. It's always going to be something. As long as you know that you put your best foot forward and you put your all into everything that you create, be fine with that. Here was another thing that really I struggled with in the beginning. Here's number 3. People do not have to book with you. I used to get so butthurt, especially when I worked in like chain salons. Later on, I'll break down all the different chain salons that I have been at. But in the beginning, I used to get so butthurt if I would see like a regular client that would come in and we had such a great rapport with one another, and it's like sometimes they would come with me or sometimes they would go to another stylist. Like I would feel some type of way. I used to feel so possessive of clients that would come in that I really liked, that I wanted to keep, that were great tippers, just all the good things that I was just like, well, damn, why didn't you tip me? I used to take it so personally, but you have to understand, people don't have to book with you. That is why when you get a clientele of people that they love you down, keep them and cherish them, okay? Because people can go, there are lots of us out here, okay, that are beauty professionals. A lot of us do, similar things, but you have to understand that people are going to do sometimes what's in their best interest, right? So they may or may not just have the money right now to come see you. They may or may not just have the time to come see you. They may have just been in your chair because there was a deal, because there was a special, and that's fine. The ones that are going to rock with you, whether it's rain, snowing, sleet, shine, whatever, those are the ones that you hold on to and you love on them. Number 4, this one is a big one. Never stop learning. One of the biggest ways that I keep the inspiration, that I keep the passion alive of this industry and me being behind the chair is going to trade shows. I love them because the thing with this industry is that it's always evolving. There's always something new. There's always some way to do something else, right? Sometimes 1 + 2 is 3. Sometimes 2 + 1 is 3. There's different ways to do certain things, and there's always a different way to elevate yourself, to do better, to do, even things that are more creative. And I think sometimes, especially when trends come into play, like Cowboy Copper, for example, where it's like everybody wants the same thing, it's very easy for us to get, in a state of repetitive motions. I know it used to happen to me a lot with, men's haircuts. Everybody wanted the same haircut as this soccer player or that baseball player or whatever, and then I'm cutting the same 2 with faded down to a 1 on the side. It's just, I was doing the same haircut literally all day every day, and I would get bored. I truly would get bored. But the thing that saved me was going to trade shows. So for example, when I lived in Houston, I would go to Image Expo. Now that I live in San Antonio, I will be at Premiere San Antonio. I've been twice already. I didn't go last year, but I will be there this year. Even going to Bronner Brothers in Atlanta, Premiere Orlando. Find a trade show, whether there's one in your backyard, if you have to travel with one, which then becomes fun too, because then you make it, a trip. Either it's a road trip and you drive, or you fly, or whatever, and you leave yourself open to connect with other people who are doing, similar things to you, and you just have fun with it, right? Even if there's a color line that you regularly use, there's always going to be something new that they can teach you. Okay, so number 5 is don't put yourself in a box. And that goes back to what I was saying before, is that sometimes, especially when trends come out, we constantly keep doing things the exact same way just because it's easy, it's efficient, we can get the client in and out. But the thing is, you kind of cap yourself when you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like, if you never challenge yourself to do anything different, you're never going to do anything different. So don't put yourself in a box. This industry, that piece of paper that says that you are a licensed cosmetologist is quite literally your golden ticket to the Wonka factory. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to just do haircuts. You don't have to just do extensions. You don't have to just do anything. If that's your preference, don't listen to this. If that's not what your preference is and you know that you are destined for more, then go do it. The world is literally your oyster. Number 6, please take care of your body, okay? I know that we love our clients. I know that we love our job, but you can't service anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. You're not going to have that love to give. You're not going to be at the top of your game. You're not going to be able to function if you don't take care of your body. Meaning, please make sure that you eat throughout the day. Snacking is fine, but please make sure you eat like things of substance, right? That give you energy, that can help you sustain, your clientele and your books and your week. Even if you're not a complete gym rat, going for a walk to help you decompress the stress. A lot of times our clients tell us things whether we want to know them or not. So like that mental reset, just going outside, touching grass, getting fresh air, sleeping well too, making sure that you get enough rest. You can't keep running, your business and you're tired. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to sustain itself. You're going to quit and you're going to get frustrated. So please, 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 please take care of your body. Number 7, and this goes to what I was just saying. It's okay to take a break. Okay, a lot of the times we deal with like people-pleasing tendencies because we are in the service industry, and sometimes we don't want to tell our clients no. But if you know that you are coming down with a cold, please do not try to work through that. Okay, because number 1, you put yourself at risk, but more importantly, you put your clients at risk. You put public health in risk. Even if you work with other stylists and you go to work sick, now you put them in jeopardy of being sick. You know what I'm saying? So just, it's okay to take a break, even if it's just a mental health break. Like, I make sure that I schedule days in my calendar, whether it's weekly, monthly, whatever, but I pick days where I'm going to do nothing. Like, literally nothing. I am a vegetable. I cannot move. I cannot do anything. I can't reply. I can't do anything. Why? Because I'm taking care of my body. I'm restoring my energy so that way I can care for everybody that I love. Okay? Number 8, there is no prize for undercharging. This one especially goes out to my baby stylists as well as my new sweet girls. Listen, or sweet people, I should say. Listen, you don't get a prize for undercharging, sweetheart, because what happens is you invite an influx of clients that don't care about you. Okay, they don't care about you at all. They don't care if you've eaten all day. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is the fact that you're offering this haircut for $25 when they could have gone somewhere else and paid $75. You know, they're literally just here for a season. I mean, they're here for a reason. They're not here for a season. So, and it's not that we're not going to give them, you know, great customer service, because they may not come back, but they may refer a friend. They may leave a review. So we're still going to treat them with the same respect that we treat everyone else. However, when you open that floodgate and you undercharge, please understand that you are going to get an influx of people that do not care about you. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. Number 9, this piggybacks off of what I just said. Not all money is good money. I know, especially in the beginning for me, in the beginning of me opening a suite, in the beginning of my career, I would just be taking clients and taking services that I knew I didn't want to do just because I was trying to make some money. And then I've had certain situations where, you know, I took a client and something in my spirit told me that this person was off and I didn't listen to it. And then I ended up, you know, stepping on my own feet. Okay. So if you get that feeling, not just because you don't want to work that day, but if you truly get that feeling that something is off or that somebody's being weird, do not take that. Okay. At any given point, stop the service. Even before. Stop the service. Say, no, you know, I don't think that I'm be able to service you. Okay? Because like I said, not all money is good money. Okay? Okay. Last thing, especially in the age, like I said, in our current reality, a lot of us use social media, right? To push our business, to learn things or whatever. Eyes on your own paper. Okay? And that could be financially, that could be business-wise. Eyes on your own paper. You have a vision, okay, for what your career is supposed to look like. Some people, they are fine with just being where they are. They like the stability, they like the consistency, and that's cool for them. For some of us, you are going to be visionaries. You are the ones that say, no, I don't want to do this, I want to do that. And when you have that vision locked in, stick with that, okay? It's almost like you putting on blinders and just have tunnel vision. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about how somebody's business looks, because you cannot compare your day 2 to somebody's day 200. Okay? And you have to just rely on yourself. Understand that you have that vision for a reason. Okay? It's your journey and your journey alone. Okay? So eyes on your own paper. Okay? So I hope that these 10 things helped you. I want y'all to leave down in the comments below if there's anything that you wish that you would have known before you jumped into this industry. Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Please understand that, you know, you may be in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. That is why I'm here to, you know, help you in any way, shape, or form that I can. I have a lot of fun things that are planned for this channel. So just don't forget to make sure that you share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload. Don't forget to like as well. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the Grit and Glamour podcast is up and it's running and it's here and we are doing very big things. Okay, so I hope that you guys have a great day, because I plan on doing the same. I'll see you next time. Bye.